Starting image. Strong underexposure, backlight. Panels used. Basic. Detail. Lens correction. For optimal workflow, if you are going to use lens correction, you should do so right away. We then move on to tonal adjustment, starting with exposure. Let's increase exposure paying attention to the histogram. At about +2 EV, some clipping appears. Activating the highlight clipping, we can see what parts of the image are affected. We decide to stop at +2 EV as a first attempt solution. Maybe we'll make a tweak later, once the other parameters are settled. Let's now reduce highlights to recover the details of the lawn in the background. Or let's burn it completely to make it unreadable and drive attention to the subject. Now it's time to use shadows to give more light to the subject's face. Shadows has the effect of a reflective panel, or a flash. Note the selectivity of these tools. Shadows acts almost exclusively on this part of the tonal range, leaving the highlights of the background almost unaffected. Let's now exploit black and whites to get as much contrast as possible. Turn on highlights and shadow clipping by clicking on the triangles at the top of the histogram. Then bring the histogram to its extremes. Increasing whites is a simple and effective way to achieve high contrast, thus high-impact images. Usually we also perform a mirror operation with blacks, but in this case the very underexposed image does not require it. We adjust contrast and clarity to our liking, without overdoing it, especially with clarity, so as not to penalize the subject's skin. Now let's think a bit about colors. The in-camera white balance is too cold for our taste. We set auto to no Lightroom's advice, around 5000 Kelvin. Better, but not enough. We choose a warmer tone, bringing the slider in the 6000 Kelvin range. Camera and Lightroom agree to set tint around 30, no objection. We close by adjusting vibrance and saturation as desired, remembering that, of the two, vibrance is better in portraiture because it's more gentle on skin tones. Despite the low shooting sensitivity, the strong recovery from shadow areas brought out a lot of noise. We then switched to the detail panel to increase the luminance slider until we get a good compromise between noise and naturalness. We also use masking, usually used to even out the skin, but in this case also useful for reducing some noise. Those who wish to do so can at this point complete the work with a crop to optimize the composition.